clock. We got the memes and movers, Trader Prad and Miss V on the ones and twos. Let's get it started. Hey, welcome to the Midday Show. I'm your host, Trader Prad. This is the beautiful Miss V.
Yo guys, I hope you're all doing nice. Thank you very much for joining us today. Again, please be active on the chat. Ask us anything, write what you trade, and don't forget to give us your like and subscribe to our channel. Well, let's dive in, Prad. What's up with the markets?
Yeah, the markets started off with a little bit of rebound to the top side in pre-market, but right now as we speak, let me just pull up QQQ to really quickly show you guys what we're starting off the midday session with is the market's turning negative. So right before we started going live, QQQ was around flat at 0%, but now we are going down lower about 0.1% negative on the QQQs, and the SPYs are down about 0.2% almost right now, going lower as we speak. 365 to be tested on QQQs and 433 to be tested on the SPYs. Hope you all had a great day yesterday and are ready to have another great day today with me, beautiful Miss V over here. Let's hear some stocks that you guys are looking at. RWLK. Yeah, RWLK today with 71 million shares traded. My throat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you add honey in your tea today?
I don't think we have honey here, do we?
We'll need to get one.
Yeah, we need to buy honey, but
Actually, just a quick correction. Tin foil hat. It's in process, so guys, stay tuned tomorrow probably.
yeah, she didn't find any tin foils in the office, which I thought should be pretty readily available, but no, it wasn't. So we'll get the tin foil hat for another time. LCID. So real quick, before we go to a different stock, let's quickly look at what the stock is doing today. It was on the watch list today. So if you're not subscribed to the watch list, Valeriia will help you out with that link really quick. So subscribe to the watch list. Every day we post what stocks the morning show, even the evening show, the midday right here are looking at. So RWLK was on that watch list. It's actually on the top of this list today on the watch list for volume leader. So here we are, 71 million shares traded so far. The stock is trading at $1.82, almost at the day's high. So the day's high is at $1.86, which was established in pre-market around 6 o'clock. And now we're about to go test that day's high again and see if we can trade higher than that price, and maybe go test that $2 price by maybe end of day, hopefully. With the current strength in the stock, even with the market going lower, I don't see why not. It could go test $2, but at the time being, we are finding a little bit of a rejection by the $1.86 level, which was the high a day established in pre-market. ATER. So ATER here, 33 million shares traded today. Trying to go for a higher day test again, but coming back here after getting rejected. So I see maybe a triple top potential, triple top here, rejection at 1377, 1380. But higher day was 1377 after the open. So let's see if it wants to find support here in these ranges again to go test that 1377, 1380. That I think it was the same level yesterday that I was trying to bounce off of. So actually no, that was 1340 yesterday that it was bouncing off of. So we're about 40 cents higher than the bounce rejection that we were getting rejection off yesterday. AMC is near low a day apparently, so here we are trading under 40. So as you guys can see, AMC struggled to be above 40 yesterday and closed almost near 40, I believe. Let's see, actually this might be after hours. So here we are, pre-market, opening above 41 in pre-market and trending downwards the whole time in pre-market, opening at about near 41. So they opened at 40.97, but rejection at 41, rejection at VWAP on the way upwards, failure to hold 40 on the bids, breaking down 40 to the downside, and now going all the way to 38. So AMC 37.88 is the low a day. Not looking so good for the apes, but I did see one of the comments in the morning stream that apes are never gonna give up and they're just gonna keep buying the stock every time it goes lower. I kind of do agree with that statement, but it also depends on how much, right? Like people were burnt on the GME play, whoever was the latest to the game, and I that probably will keep some people away from the AMC. So the amount of momentum that we expect for the dip buy opportunity here will probably be not as much. Currently, right now, QQQ making that bounce off of 365. So let's quickly show you guys what the QQQ is doing, making that bounce off of 365, making that run back up here. QQQ just turning negative into positive. Thank you, Miss V, for wearing that green dress today, because it looks like it's helping the market out.
Actually, Russell Jackson, who I know watching us right now, sent me this dress. So thank you very much, Russell. I hope you're having a great day today.
Yeah, Russell Jackson was also asking you in the morning stream about if I've tried Vegemite, and you know what? I've smelt it, and I don't think I'll ever try it. I'm sorry.
I was trying my best, but okay, it means more Vegemite will be left for me.
Oh man, yeah. All for you, Val. Thank you for wearing the green dress and showing it to us. Yes, guys, Valeriia helping the market single-handedly go up here. So thank you, Miss V. Hope you brought your wife one. Can I get Prad a green dress? Yeah, for sure. I'll wear it. Why not?
Do it. Do it.
ATER is climbing again. So here we are at that 1380, 1377. I wanted to see what it would do, and we just broke right through it, trading higher. Now testing that $14 level on ATER. A little bit of a rejection off that $14. Let's see if we go back to test that $14 and give it that push to go above it on that 14. Really quick, let's check it on the dailies here. Hope you guys are liking the Nightbot extension that I put on. Instead of it being just my programming skills doing the coding, I found it easier to be verbal contracts are binding on camera. ATER, let's quickly check what what ATR is doing. That $14 break should be valuable. I see resistance was at 1376, which we're above. So 1377, 1376 rejection was making sense. And now the next resistance I see is 1490 on the 1 minute chart on TradingView pivot points. So according to that, I'm gonna maybe expect a $14 break or a go back to 1376. So let's see what the stock does near $14 break. If it breaks $14, we could go see 1430 and then 1490. I'm guessing this 1490 line that I have drawn is from a previous support.
Hey Prad, here is the name, INMD.
Yeah.
I know that someone brought that earlier on the morning show, but the stock is up around 4%. Can we take a look, please?
For sure, yeah. Not doing much volume today, around 400,000 shares, but the stock is up about 5%, trending higher every time it touches VWAP. So find support at VWAP and just trades higher. So good news for INMD, trading about $142.24, trying to go test that 149 and making a new high a day right now as we speak with low volume. So let's see if the stock can go to 149. BKYI. All right, so BKYI, 17 million shares traded today, trading above VWAP after finding a bottom around, what is this, 333, 330. I'm just gonna call it 330 to keep it nice and rounded number, but I think it was around. Yeah, it was around 330, 331. Finding support in that and making higher highs on the way up to VWAP and making higher lows at the same time, giving it that nice channel trend upwards through that VWAP break, allowing it to trade higher here and now turning VWAP into a support. So I could see that $4 test coming back again. That $4 test was actually taking place in pre-market. So maybe this time, if it does happen with volume, that break could take place and go higher than 410. But right now, as we speak, obviously the volume is tapering off. We did see that big volume candle come in at 10.9. That caused the stock to go up from 350 to 370, and then that kind of dictated the momentum for for the next hour or so, giving it that channel move upwards.
Hey Prad, it's ATER alert on the chat. Stock is testing $14 level. Can we take a look at ATER?
Yeah, I was actually pretty happy with what I just did there. I was typing with one hand and pulled the stock up. So let's go, Prad.
Yahoo.
ATER here, $14 rejection. So like we just saw earlier, the stock went up to 14, rejected maybe around 15 cents, and then went back to test 14, gave us a 6-cent break. So that break of 6 cents was pretty weak. And what you would have done if you were watching this live is probably flip your position to a short right away, because that 6-cent break is very weak, and look what it gave us, a 50-cent drop after that $14 rejection. So now I'm going to expect the stock to find support around 1360 to 1350 or even 1340 where VWAP is currently, and try to make that push back towards 14 and see if we can give it another test, see if we can break above it and trade more than 6 cents this time.
Thank you, Prad. And we have Sean to say something about ATR.
Yeah, I was going to say I hit the bullseye right there for you, Prad, because you did exactly you mentioned exactly what I did there. I was actually watching ATER because this is my most negative stock today, one of the only few, thank God, as Uber continuing to go to the downside. But ATER, I did exactly what you said. I shorted off that 14. It broke it, then it came right back, and as soon as that happened, man, we went short. We got 87s, so it's not great, but look at the cash is 65, and then get on 50. We're still holding some ATER. I want to hold it back to VWAP. We're going to get out, obviously, if it breaks back above 14 and change. So, hey, so far so good on this ATR short, but I did want to say congratulations, Prad. You nailed that analysis right there. I do that all the time, man. If on a false breakout, I like to wait, then grab the short again. Would rather it be at 14, but we waited for confirmation. So let's wait to see if it goes back to the downside. But you nailed that one. Good job.
Thank you, Sean. That's actually a little confidence booster there based on how I've been trading the last couple of days. So I nailed the analysis, but it wasn't in the trade. Still upsetting that I wasn't, having the stock up to have that trade up. But, congratulations to everyone who took it, especially Sean. So good short play happened on ATR. RWLK is being called out on chat, so let's quickly move over to that. We are now going above that 186, I believe, was the pre-market high. So now we're trading above 186, giving it that new high a day. Let's see if we can go test that $2 on RWLK. Currently, stock is up 45% with 77 million shares traded. I see a lot of red prints going on. So this could stop around $2, but that could easily change very quick, right? This is a dollar stock. It's very liquid at the moment. I see a lot of size on the book, and there's a lot of shares being going off. I want to check what the RVOL is on RWLK. So right now, as in the current moment, thanks to Trade Ideas, relative volume on the stock is 606 times what it averages or trades on a normal day on this current minute. I think it calculates it by minute basis, so it's trading 600 times its average volume this current minute than it usually does. So with that kind of volume coming into the stock, and you're watching the prints going off, you're watching the bids step up, you're watching the offers get taken out, or you're watching the vice versa, which is the bids getting taken out and the offers step up, you kind of have a clear idea of what the stock wants to do. At the current moment, though, technically, it's trading above pre-market high, finding support every time it wants to go lower at 180 right now, or even 185. Let's see if it wants to come back into those ranges, or even find support at 185 itself, and make that run up towards $2 on RWLK.
Hey, Prad. Brian on the chat saying that Tesla is rocking and rolling. Well, indeed, I love Tesla today. It's up 1.5% right now, and it was paying me my paper money today. I've got into 2 long positions. This one into pre-market. At first, stock went against me, but then it turned into a profitable trade to me. And here, I think I had a great bottom catch, and it was a great long trade for me also. But look like where Tesla went to above 741. It would be great if I would hold longer, or if I would have a bigger amount of shares so I could split, for example, as Prad was recommending me. Anyways, Tesla, I think a lot of great opportunities in it, and I wait. If it hits 742.50, I might get into short position. Back to you, Prad.
Yeah, good longs there, Valeria. Of course, I'm just gonna keep hammering it until you do it. But of course, you said it today, so I don't have to say it today. Tesla making that strong push back here, along with the market. QQQ is now back up almost 0.5%, trading above VWAP here. VWAP currently around 363, trading above VWAP, and SPYs trying to test VWAP here as we speak, almost up 0.25% on the SPYs. So. Tesla giving it that nice push along with the market to find support in the pre-market range around 364. Sorry, 734. Dyslexia is hurting my mind too much here. 734 first, and then 736. Giving it that nice support, allowing it to run back up all the way to the range high, or not range high, but the day's high, which was 743. So let's see if Tesla wants to keep going higher here and take the market with it, or once the market, if the market turns around now, will Tesla come back with it violently?
I see one message here. Valeriia Prad challenge. 1 heaping tablespoon each of Vegemite on live stream to inspire a market turnaround. Prad, if it's for market, like, we should do this.
I don't know about that. I don't know about.
Have you ever tried Vegemite?
No, I haven't, but I've smelled it, and I'm a smell person first.
It tastes differently.
If it doesn't smell good or doesn't look good, I just can't force myself to eat it. I'm sorry.
Okay, we don't want some unexpected things on live stream, right?
All right, let's go to AMC here. AMC going lower here as we speak after getting rejected at 38.2. I saw Gaia LAX call out AMC. Let's quickly look at what it's doing and is it bottoming out. So AMC. On the daily, my chart still is on Tesla. Hopefully hasn't crashed yet. It didn't. Yay. All right, so let's look on the daily chart here on AMC. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 down candles on AMC in a row. So we've been losing 6 days in a row on AMC. I see support at 37.75, where the stock has not gone yet. So we could easily go there to test that support on AMC before we bounce. But it could easily just bounce off of 38. The low of day is actually 37.88, not too far from 37.75 that my chart shows. It could easily be a bottom price here. You could start loading up at 38 and hope for a bounce up to 40. Maybe end the day if the market keeps showing the strength that it is right now. Buyers might show up onto AMC and start buying the dips over here. That's the hope and that's the pray. But of course, keep an eye out on 37.75 as your exit. Stick to your guns, Trader Prad. Don't let them force you. For sure, yeah. I'm not a person to be peer pressured by any chance. All for the likes. Yeah, thank you, Dan, for reminding me, guys. Be sure to smash the like button. It helps out with the YouTube algorithm. I'm sure all of you know what that YouTube algorithm does. So feel free to help us out with that. We appreciate all the love and support you guys show us. Pineapple pizza, you know what? I actually am okay with pineapple pizza. But what I'm not okay with is anchovies on pizza. I've had that once and never gonna try that again. I actually quickly noticed right now as I'm speaking about AMC is on SSR. I'm guessing it was on SSR yesterday. I do remember saying that, but now AMC is down 5%, and we see why here. So I think SSR was triggered again, and it might carry on to tomorrow. HLBZ, I wanted to mention. I was talking about SSR for a reason because I recognize on HLBZ that it was also on SSR. So as you guys see here on the circle where the C is, it says SSRC. So when it says SSRY for our platform, it means SSR was triggered today. If it's SSRC, it means SSR day 2. So HLBZ, even though it's up 175%, we are on SSR day 2 on this stock, and by that it means you can't short the stock by just hammering the bids. You have to get picked up on the offers, and the stock by itself is pretty hard to get short on. Like, we are not able to find locates for the shorts on our platform. So for us, it's usually pretty easy for us to find shorts, but it was hard to find shorts on HLBZ. So And another thing, of course, it had the partnership with Amazon too, a deal with Amazon, so that giving it a nice boost up to 42 here. So let's see if the stock can get another halt up and trade above 42 today with all the momentum in it. But I would expect selling to come in after being almost 200% up for the day.
Prad, another great name today, Dutch Bros. Stock is up more than 3% today. What a nice jump to the upside at around 11, almost not a red candle. And now looks like it's testing this area and trying to get back to VWAP. But let's see, what are your thoughts on Bros today?
Yeah, for sure. You guys are absolute maniac call outs when, well, what's going on with my chart here? Hopefully it's gonna allow me to scroll. It won't, so I'm just gonna have to restart this chart here real quick. So as I'm gonna wait for the chart to reload, you guys with your insane call outs, you guys called out Bros when on IPO day and were telling me about how it's the next Krispy Kreme IPO or the next big IPO, and I just wish I'd pulled the trigger on my own account, because this stock has just been going crazy. So this is the IPO right here, around $32. Let me just blow that chart up for you guys so you can see it even better. So this was the IPO day, and this is where the stock is trading right now with the high at 54 something. Let me get the all-time high real quick. All-time high is 54.39. So after opening at around 32.50 and making a high at 54.39 within almost 2 weeks, crazy returns on this stock. So Bros absolutely going bonkers even today, while market having kind of a bad day to start off the open. Bros finding a bottom and making that run back up along with the market. So beautiful run back up here to test the pre-market highs. Let's see if we can now hold the pre-market highs around $53. Right now it looks like it wants to hold 53 on the bid, and if we continue to show that trend of holding 53 on the bid, I don't see why the stock doesn't try for that all-time high push at 54.39. We're not too far from there. We're not too far from 54.39, so I don't see why that doesn't happen. But of course, it would require the market to keep going higher here also. Right now, it's gonna probably happen right now as we speak. So look at the volume come in, and we got a little bit of a 54 break, a 17-cent break above 54, and then instantly went below 54. So anything is possible on this stock. Easily could go make a new all-time high on Bros. Hood. All right, let's go see what Robinhood is doing with the whole payment order flow ban still being on the table. Last time I checked, and the stock now up 4%, not bad at all, making that new high a day run up here, and the volume is increasing. So that volume candle was around 100 million, sorry, not 100 million, 100,000 shares, causing it to go up above 42. So let's see if that's gonna keep continuing it to go higher here. Let's go check what Hood's levels look like. Hood is already broken the first two resistances, is now around the third resistance, which is 42.29. So we are currently around that resistance and trading above it. Let's see if we're gonna go get rejected by that third resistance, or is the momentum gonna cause the stock to keep going higher. My guess is gonna keep going higher a little bit longer because of that volume candle, but also how far we are from VWAP. We could have a minor retracement back to 42 and test 42. So let's see what Hood wants to do here. You need the short. Yeah. Can I add a little bit more emotion? Sure. More action, more emotion, for sure. Buy the dip on Palantir. All right, let's go check on Palantir.
Actually, traders should keep their emotions.
For the most part, when you're trading, yes.
Right?
When you're trading, you should be containing your emotions, for sure. I'm noticing Hood actually going lower here right now, getting rejected by that 42.29 resistance on my third chart. But let's go back to Palantir for a viewer that called it out. Palantir getting rejected by 27, and I'm gonna guess this is just market beta up to some point, because Palantir was just having such good day. Even yesterday, well, like, let me show you the chart. Actually, now that doesn't look as good anymore. But Palantir was holding strength and was above 27 for the most part, while the market was pretty much crapping itself. So the fact that we're now getting rejected by 27, not the happiest. I like it when Palantir is trading higher and higher. But here's a 15-minute chart for you guys. I see 26 being a clear bottom. Let's see what the stock is currently trading at. 26.33, and the low of the day is 26.08. And right when the stock hit 26.08, we had a rejection and a bounce all the way back up towards 26.33, and let's see if we can go back to 26.50, which was the previous support that we broke under. So I'm gonna go see if we can go test that 26.50 support, which is probably gonna act as a resistance. HOBZ setting up for a breakout.
Hey Prad, a few traders on the chat talk about Spire Global. Stock ripped at the open and now up more than 32%. Can we take a look at SPIR?
Valeriia with the reaping again?
Reaping.
Yeah, let's go quickly look at SPIR. It's not on NASDAQ, so it's on New York, yeah. SPIR, does the show go to 2 p.m.? I'm not sure.
To 1:30 p.m.
To 1:30 p.m. today.
But we don't have a break, so non-stop until 1:30.
All right, so you guys get us all the way to 1:30, baby. Let's go. Hope you guys are gonna enjoy non-stop action of Prad and Miss V. Ripping so cute. Bros all-time high. All right, we'll quickly look at Bros here right after looking at SPIR. SPIR 31% up. Not much going on right now with the volume compared to what is this around 1057, and now trading around this range around between $17 and $16.50. You could even say $17.50 to $16.50 because of the big range that the stock is trading in. So if that breaks out above $17.50, we could go test $18 and $18.50 again on the stock. Let's go check what Bros is doing. So all-time high has been established right now as we're speaking on Bros. 54.60. No, 55.55 is the new all-time high on Bros, on Dutch Bros. So man, I don't know if I can keep tooting your guys' horn forever. I mean, I can keep tooting your guys' horn forever and ever and ever. No biryani for Prad today. I want some biryani. But look at this, man. You guys with the call outs, just making all the money. Beautiful call out on Bros. Here we go on with the new high a day at 55.55. Let's see if we can find support at 54, or even what is this range? A pre-market range above 53.50. Looks like we could go back to 53.50 or bounce off of 54. So actually, we're only going to 1 p.m., not 1:30. We were both wrong, but that's okay. We're allowed to be wrong sometimes.
We are?
We are.
We're only humans.
Yeah.
So guys, if you're also humans, or even if you're bots or cats or dogs, please smash the like button and support us hard working with Prad trading here for you. And thank you, Prad, for your great analysis. We really appreciate that you share it with us, and we can all learn together.
Thank you, Valeriia. BBIG here making a new low a day. Not having the best time. I'm not the happiest thing. I call this out because I know a lot of people are losing money right now. So BBIG is going lower, making that bottom. Let's see what BBIG resistance levels are real quick. Let's see, 644 is what I see on and the $7 level is where a lot of buying was taking place for a really long time. So when that $7 level breaks, as I said, there's a lot of stops that are going to be triggered. And when those stops triggered, of course, those longs are closing for a position. this is what happens when the longs are closing their positions. The stock just goes lower and lower and lower with the even more drastic move. But let's see, those people who really believe in the stock are now going to find a better buying opportunity here at the bottoms. Of course, the bottoms would be $3 for the stock, but I see the resistance, support at $6.44 for BBIG currently. Let's see if we can find some buyers there for today.
Prad, another good stock we're talking all these days about is Upstart, is up more than 8%. So a lot of people talk about UPST. So let's take a look.
Yeah, UPST just keep going crazy, man. Look at the stock above 300 now. It should be all-time highs as always every day. Just making new all-time highs on this stock. So current all-time high 319.80, which was made today. Trading above 300 off the open. A little bit of a battle around 300. As you guys can see, we traded up to 301, went back under 300, tested the pre-market range, bottom around 296, went to test 300 again, got rejected, went back to test 296, found support, went back to test 300, got rejected. So we did this battle for a little bit, for an hour or so, and then buyers just came in and they said, nope, forget this nonsense, move sideways. Let's show you guys what we actually believe the stock is valued at, and the buyers, just dropped the money on the table as like you were about to buy a brand new Lambo. Showed their cards, took the stock up all the way to 320-ish, and here we are making the new all-time high at 319.80 on UPST. So pretty sure someone is able to buy a Lambo off this 8% move on the stock today. SDC, let's go look at SDC. The stock has been hot for a couple of days now, almost all of last week and even yesterday and today. Not able to trade above $7 again. That it did do a couple of days ago. Even yesterday we traded above $7 for quite a bit, but not able to do that now. As you guys can see, the high was 690, and that was actually in pre-market with not a significant candle. So I wouldn't even call that a high. Maybe 675, 670 is the pre-market high, and off the open the stock opened at 650, and we've just been getting rejected off of 645 or even VWAP. But actually now what I noticed was we're trading above VWAP slightly. Let's see if that's gonna give it a little strength to go back into pre-market ranges to trade it around there. But if it doesn't, then probably coming back lower here on Smile Direct Club.
Hey Prad, Terrence Page is asking.
What is that in the corner?
I'll come to that. Is asking us about news on NNVC. He look great, Prad. So guys, NNVC shows its drug showing encouraging clinical safety profile, and basically this name is on our watch list today. So make sure I'll send you the link on the chat. Just log in there and you can daily see all the hottest names of the day that for sure will be trading on a high volume. And by the way, yes, here it is. You can also follow us on Twitter. Now we post fun videos. So guys, follow us on Twitter also. By the way, is it halted? Can we take a look at NNVC?
Sure.
Thank you. It's AM, I believe.
Yeah, it is. So I don't know if it's unhalted. It's been halted since pre-market. So yeah, it's been news pending on this stock. Let me quickly grab what the news was. I have it right here.
Brandon has something for us.
Okay.
All right, guys. Yeah, headlines just coming out on NNVC. I'll give you an update here. So they're saying that their data on this treatment shows pan-coronavirus nanoviricide drug candidate, whatever it's called, minimizes loss of remdesivir to bodily metabolism. There's a couple more things coming out right now. Check the NASDAQ halt page, see if they've posted a resumption time on this, but we'll update everyone as they do that. But a whole bunch of headlines coming out right now, guys, on this NNVC halt.
Thank you, Brandon, for that NNVC. So there you guys go. I was trying to grab the news, but Brandon with the quick little hookup over there, as you guys heard from that. So it's been halt ever since pre-market and hasn't opened. So we're still pending news pending on this stock for whenever it opens. RWLK is going for $2. All right, so we were looking at this stock earlier, and I did say let's see what the stock does near $2, and now we're actually getting that push towards $2. I said, you know, maybe it'll find support at 185. They said no, we're gonna find support at 189. So making that run towards $2. Let me pull up RWLK. Pretty sure pivot points won't work because how the stock is trading today. Yeah, so pivot it opened above the highest resistance on the pivot points, just basically of how the stock has been trading in previous ranges. Obviously, it's not in previous range because it's a 50% gap up open. Gapped up, and it's trading 50% higher than in the previous range. So my pivot points just won't work for that. Prad, great call on BBIG. Not sure what my call was. I think I said a bounce off of what, 6. Let me go check what I said. 644. So 644. What did we had? 648. So 4 cents off of 644. The support came in. Made that run up towards 670. Now I do see resistance at 680. So 680, as you guys saw, we found a little bit of a bounce off of 680. So let's see when the stock goes back towards 680. It could easily have that rejection back down towards 644, or we could break out of 680 and now actually try to go test 690 or even $7 on BBIG.
Position alert, guys. I got entered in my short position on Tesla, and of course it went against me. It now broke $743 level. We will see. I'm out if it hits 745, but hopefully now it's going back to the downside, and let's hope that I will make a nice short trade in here. I'll keep you updated. Back to you, Prad.
Thank you, Miss V. HOBZ coming back to VWAP here after getting rejected at 42. So what I see on the daily, let's just quickly zoom in here and then now zoom out. So once, not real once, twice, 3 times, but you know, 41 at the $41, we had once, twice, 3 times, a little bit of a run up above 41, but not much. You know, we went up to maybe 50 cents above 41, and we traded up to 50 cents a little bit, and then anything above 50 cents was not real trading. It's just a couple prints here and there that took place. So after watching the rejection above 41 and 41.50 and coming back under 41, that would have maybe given you an opportunity. The same play that happened earlier, that even Sean showed you, that, you know, that retracement back under after showing you weakness after a breakout. So this is a breakout. It's showing you weakness after that breakout, coming back in through 41. After multiple tests, it gave you that weak breakout and then that weakness coming back in. So you would have easily gone short and run back to VWAP here. But of course, like I said, it is short still restriction on day 2, and to find shorts on the stock was pretty hard for us. It said unavailable, and it's usually pretty easy for us to find shorts on stock. So when I see something like that, you know, I'm pretty hands off of it because there's not much I can do. The longs was pretty easy to take, but I got burnt on the 38 long off the open. The stock is just so fast, it just whips all around the place that I didn't even have time to throw out orders in the money, and I didn't have time to throw out orders to be safe. It just completely whipsawed all over the place, and I had to take a beating on that. But besides that, you know, we have a breakout over here. It halted, and then a rejection around 42 on HLBZ. EDSA is also near higher day break. Let's go see EDSA. So we're making a little bit of a retracement here from higher day, but once the volume kicks in, it's gonna just, you know, shoot through there. So 10.33 is the higher day. We're trading really close to there now, coming back lower. 10-cent spread on a $10 stock. So volume might be tapering off here. Let's see what it does, if it wants to go higher or not. Hi, crypto peeps. Hi, all traders. Hello, Wakefield. LCID going for high day MACD change. All right, let's go check out LCID, called out by James Hammond. LCID, 51 million shares, traded today up about 10%, holding VWAP every time it's come down to test it, trading above 26 right now, and I do see some support at 26 just off of how it's been trading today. Let's go see what levels I see on over here. So LCID breaking above resistance, which was 25.88, and now trading above it. And every time it has gone near 25.88, or not every time, but once, there was around VWAP on the 1 minute. So right here, it held up on that VWAP / 25.88 pivot point, and it's trading above it. There is no pivot point resistance that I see above, because of course it only shows me 3. So now the stock is in uncharted territory according to that indicator. So really quickly, let's pull up the chart and see what we can see on the technical. This is the 15-minute chart. Stock is trading above 26. Let's see going back if we can see any data back here. Let's actually go to the daily instead. So this is the dailies. I see 27 obviously, and this is the all-time high is 64.86, with some trading at 29 being a top. So 27 and 29. Not sure why this is not loading here, but there was some trading above here that we could keep an eye out for. I have lots of shares of RWLK. RWLK giving that $2 breakout right now. Let's go, boys. So as I said, let's watch what the stock is doing near $2, and we're getting that $2 breakout right now, going above a 4-cent break. Actually, it's giving you a 7-cent break and a little retracement back here. Size on bids greater than offers. Sorry, size on offers greater than bids. But I don't know if that means much. The stock is moving 100 million shares. Let's quickly check what the flow is. Where is my FinViz? There it is. RWLX. Or no, RWLK. So RWLK, the float is around 45 million shares, and we traded almost, double that already today at 100 million, and the RVOL currently at still 600 times, so 650 times RVOL still. So stock has momentum coming in. Look at the volume not going down. We're only like 20 minutes for towards lunchtime, and the volume is picking up, giving it giving it a higher volume candle for the highest volume candle of the day, actually, from what I see, with the 200,000 shares in that minute being traded. So lot of shares being being traded at on a minute by minute scale here on RWLK, and I'm gonna expect for the stock to keep going higher as we speak. Let's check on the yearly if I see any resistances on this stock. Let's go to Valeriia.
Sure, Prad. Let me update you on earnings today after market and tomorrow before the market opens. Well, we have a few great names on the board: FedEx, Adobe, General Mills, Chinese stock, Go2. You can see it because of my face. Well, guys, write in the comments if you're excited to trade any of those names tomorrow. And Prad, do you find anything interesting for yourself on this board?
FedEx for sure. I mean, Adobe, being a crafty person that I am, not really good at Photoshop or anything, but I love messing around in Photoshop. So Adobe, I'm watching. FedEx for sure.
We need to see more your pictures on the Instagram where like you Photoshop them in Adobe.
I don't Photoshop pictures, but like I edit
like a dress.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Anything for you, Miss V.
You're so sweet.
So right here on the dailies, while Miss V was allowing me to refresh my chart, as you guys can see, $2 and around 20 cents. We see some support here around 2021 of January, and that gave it that support and the bounce towards $6 later on in February. So I'm gonna expect the stock to go towards $2.20 and see what it does near that range.
Should we jump into Sean's screen real quick?
I didn't see that he messaged.
There you go. Hey guys, yeah, just want to talk about Palantir a little bit quickly here. Big surprise there. Palantir investor. Thank you, Trader Prad, for that one as well. We talked about it on the Sticky Note Live today on the show, and that was we had Palantir buying these dips into 26. So we actually went short when the market started to turn over there, and we captured up some nice short trades, and you guys see an overfill there. But then we went long, right? We saw the base happen at 26. We did exactly as we said. We first took out a dime, and now we're breaking through VWAP to the long side. That's cool. It's a nice winning trade. So we'll put Palantir in our pocket now. Hold it maybe 27, 27.50. But this is what I want to talk about here. I'm going to put this in the chat right now. I'm trying to get Cathie Wood to come on the show. Okay, so if you can here, please retweet this so we can get Cathie Wood on our show at TraderTV.Live. Hey man, maybe she'll even come on with you guys, but if we can, I put that tweet there and we will start talking to Cathie Wood, hopefully, if you guys do retweet it. We also do have, guys, and we're waiting out for the news on this, so if you type in here, and you're gonna see, this is how I do it. You see NNVC there, and I go to the top. Look who's coming up at the top right now, Mr. Brendan Wickens right here on the top, and it's, they're showing effectiveness right now against, coronavirus types. And there's a few different notes here. There's Neil as well on the morning talking about NNVC. But they're trying to retain the effectiveness against variance. So we're going to wait to see. I think it's good news, but we don't really know what to expect here from NNVC. So stay tuned. We will let Trader Prad and Ms. V know when the resumption date is. Neil's sitting here with me as well as is Brendan. So we're watching this stock, NNVC, right now. Hopefully a resumption time very, very soon. But guys, tweet that out, retweet it there to Cathie Wood, and let's see if we get someone's attention over there at ARC.
Yeah, let's get Auntie Wood on the show for sure. I'd love to see that. That's gonna be a great interview with the guys. Let's guys for sure retweet that tweet that Sean has just posted. I can't wait to see that interview. We already had Mr. Wonderful on our show, and if you guys haven't seen that before, go check the VODs. There's a playlist in there for interviews, and you'll see Mr. Wonderful in there. So having Miss Wood there would be, or Mrs. Wood, I'm not sure. Having Auntie Wood, let's just say, what the Redditors call her, would be fun to watch. Follow.
Don't call her Auntie Wood when she comes for the interview.
Why not?
I don't know. I wouldn't want anyone call me Auntie.
Auntie Wood. Let's go check AMC. AMC over here making that bounce. Let's see, off of what, around 37.65 on AMC. We said 37.75, so we went 10 cents lower than what the pivot points gave us, and then making that retracement back through here on AMC. Now going and trading above 38. So after trading above 38 for 40-ish cents, we came back to test 38, and then now we're making that run back up above in that range. So let's see if we can break up above 38.50 and then above 38.65-ish. If that happens, then I can see a 39 test happening place, but I do not see a 40 test taking place anytime today on AMC. But Lord willing that I'm wrong, so we could keep going higher. Aunt Cathie, that's right, not Auntie Wood, my bad. Aunt Cathie is what they call her.
They call me Auntie now.
Oh no, you're not an auntie. Trader Prad mRNA for sure, my friend. Sure, I'll try pulling mRNA, but I'll type the wrong ticker because I can't read or write today. mRNA, 4 million shares traded and just sideways for the most part. A lot of barcoding between 432 and 427, finding support at pre-market bottoms. After open, it flushed all the way down to 420, and then making that run back up to 432, and then coming back and just trying to trade around VWAP, finding support in pre-market ranges, getting rejected near 430. 431, 432, 433. So with the vaccine news helping a little bit with J&J today, giving mRNA a little bit of a boost, but not really helping it do much besides go sideways here. So not sure what the stock wants to do.
Hey Prad,
on mRNA.
I think Sean has something about ATR.
Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah, revenge is a dish best served cold. Spin it.
Money,
Okay, because right now here, ATR, we just got the fill that we were waiting for there. We're holding a very, very small piece, but there it is, Trader Prad. We threw to you guys, or you threw it back here earlier when we talked about this getting wicked out there to the top. This is a patented trade for me. I love making these. Normally I'm getting stopped out and then pushing it short, but we waited for this level to get broken, this 1406 on ATER, and then banged all the way to the downside right there and just took that out for 60 cents at 13.34. So we struggled with it early. We went short, got out, took a long, got some nice trades, and actually got ticked out at almost the bottom of the day. So that's what I mean by revenge right there. We put on some shares and then get it out. Now you can see what we're holding, 20, 40, 60, 80. So we have 20% left on. Let's see where ATER goes. I don't know, failed at the top once. Let's see if we can get back here sub 13, but that was a good trade there. I remember you called it out. So next time, Trader Prad, you see something like that, hammer that direction.
Of course, I'm in regret for not taking that trade, and it gave you the opportunity another time. You guys saw me call it out, and instantly we went over to Sean. Sean actually took that trade before I even called it out, and then we saw the stock now come back towards that same price near $14. It doesn't have to be exactly $14. You can finesse your price here and there a little bit and have 1406 as your out. 1406 being the high a day. So if you have 1406 as your out, or even $14 your out, you could have scaled your short a little bit ahead of 14 and got another 50-cent move twice. So great trade there, great trading opportunities on ATR near this $14 price. And if that $14 break happens, we could get that move push higher on the stock. So anything is possible. For now, we're getting great trading opportunities, long near VWAP trade and a short near 14. RKLY, let's quickly go back to RKLY. Actually, we haven't seen this one, I believe. RKLY, 1 million shares today. I was thinking about RWLK. RKLY, 1 million shares traded today. Come on, charts. Miss V asked Sean to spend the money for me.
I noticed it's like so unfair. Sean has animation and we don't have animation. So Rob, please rush and come back to the office. We miss you and we want our animation. It's going to be super fun.
I can do it for you. Money, 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 money. Is
exactly the same.
Perfect.
Great job.
All right, so RKLY 19% up. Volume spikes are happening, but then right after a spike, it does almost no trading. So I'm going to expect not any sellers, but a lot of big buyers or movers that are showing strength in the stock. So the stock just wants to keep going higher and higher here. Real quick, let's go to Sean or Neil.
Hey guys, just very quickly, and look, I'm not an expert on doing press releases here. I am stuck in NNVCs, as a lot of people are probably involved in this whole trade. So it looks like the release came out early. There was supposed to be an embargo on the release of the data that came out, and it was released early. It was not supposed to be. It's supposed to come out on the 28th. So they've said that it's not necessarily inaccurate, the data that was released today, but it's not vetted. It is subject to change. Based on all of this, there's still no resumption time, and I don't know if they're going to open it up again today. So there's a lot of ways this could play out, because it would not be crazy on a stock like this if they decide to halt it up until that release on the 28th. Yes, they can do that, and that has happened in the past in my experience. Or they could just open it back up, and now everybody knows that the release, not vetted, and will be updated in a week. Both those things are certainly possible. There is no resumption time whatsoever. I'm going to just very quick, only because there's actually a trade here that I want to quickly show you, or at least a level here that I want to quickly show you on HLBZ. It's bounced off VWAP now twice, but this was also the breakout price into the halt around this 35 level. This is kind of put up or shut up. I'm sitting in front of 35 to get more shares out. And as you can obviously see, I've taken multiple shots off the high of the day. The first one, half for a winner, and then stopped out. The second one, we're rolling pretty deeply here. But if it breaks this, I'm going to hold on to the last 20% of it to try and get all the way back down to that 30, 31 level. HLBZ looks like it could go down. We will update you guys if there is any indicative open on NNVC. Although at this point, all bets are off. I'm kind of bracing myself to be holding this for a week because I know that's now a possibility.
Wow, that's crazy. You know, just holding a stock over the weekend was painful enough for me, and I couldn't sleep. And you're talking about holding for weeks. That's crazy. But you know, that's just me thinking of in a day trader mindset. Let's quickly go to RWLK here. RWLK, guys were calling it out in the chat about how the stock is just going crazy, and you're not wrong. Look at the volume spikes on this stock every time it makes that push higher. We're getting about 200,000 shares in a minute every time it wants to make that push. And you know, now the new high a day 213. We're testing that new high a day. I see a lot of green prints on 213 and not any red prints. And you know, I see bids coming up as the offers are getting taken out. So look at the stock. Look for the stock to continue doing this trend to go higher. Offer prints, offers are getting taken out and bids are stepping up. Offer prints, offers are getting taken out and bids are stepping up. This trend indicates the stock just wants to go higher, and now that stopped. Look how the green light, red light game kind of just changed to like just red light at 218. So let's see what the stock does again at 218, 220. If the red light, green light game changes, and we see a lot more red than a lot more green, or if the colors change and we see even different, we see yellows and blues. So on my time of sales, yellows are above bids, as you guys saw just now. Blues are below, yellows are above offers and blues are below bids. So people are now being aggressive and taking you know, a harder fill just to be in the direction that they want to go for. So keep an eye on the time of sales here. We're kind of changing the momentum on the stock here. The direction wants to have a fight as to who wants to win. I'm seeing a lot more sellers going off here at the tops, but that could again easily change. Every time we saw sellers coming in, we saw a big volume candle come in and just forcing the price back up to the highs. That could very easily happen if you're on the short side. Stock is up 65% while the market was going lower, and now that the market is going up higher, the stock is going up higher. This is just trends for the stock to go maybe higher. I'm not sure, but you know, keep an eye on the time of sales. All you see is now a little bit of a battle between buyers and sellers at this price range.
Hey Prad, GameStop stock is down more than 1% today, but looks like it wants to reverse and moving back to the VWAP. So let's take a look at our favorite meme stock, GME.
Yeah, do a meme update, I guess. Let's go do a quick meme update for our favorite meme stocks. So we're under 200 on GME, sadly. We haven't even traded a single share above 200 today. Opening the stock at 199.36, making a high of 199.94. Rejection off of that, coming back lower, and then now finding a bottom at 186, exactly 186 to the dot, and then bouncing off of that, going up higher. Stock only down 1% today, not bad at all. As long as GME is above 180, I'm pretty sure a lot of the apes are still holding. So no, you know, bad outlook on GME in terms of that way. No 10 hat conversations for GME in terms of that way. But when it comes to AMC, guys, you know, 10 hat instantly goes on. The conversations flip, and that is if we're under 40. Where are the buyers? Because we shouldn't really be under 40. The buyers need to come in and start showing their hands and showing their strength to hold $40 on AMC at the very least. Let's quickly go. Actually, have AMC up right here. I'm gonna pull up the 1 month chart on AMC, and the lowest line I have before 40 was 32. So 32 was a support, and I have no lines. Of course, there could be a 36 line that can be drawn, and then a 40 line. So let's see what the stock does near $36 before you know, it goes. Before on the way down, let's see what it does at 36, and on the way up, let's see what it does near $40 for AMC. For today, though, like I said, the pivot point was 37.75, and we went 10 cents under 37.75, and now are running back up all the way to what is this support / resistance now, which is 38.88. So we are exactly at 38.88 right now. Let's see how the stock behaves here, or if it wants to go test 39.
Hey Prad, CRVS. Did we look at this name yet today? So it's alert on the chat. Stock is up more than 14% for Corvus Pharmaceuticals.
Thank you, Valeria. Yeah, we have not looked at CRVS today. The stock is clearly going crazy right now. I did not expect this to happen, especially with the market, kind of, struggling to go up and down at the same time. So I expected, just being around 6, la-di-da-di-da, just swing around, do nothing. But obviously wrong. Look at the volume come in at 11:32 all the way till now. Biggest volume candles for the day, causing the stock to be up 15% and now trade above $17. I see a pivot point resistance at 726. So let's see what the stock does at 726 and then 807 on CRVS, and the support being at 676. As you guys can see, 676 right here. It made that retracement back after getting rejected at 698 or $7 and came back to test 676, and then now going straight through $7 to test 726. Let's see what the stock does at 726 and then at 807. Prad, no hands, time to retire. Nightbot putting in work. Thank you, Nightbot, for posting all of our Twitters and Instagram links.
Thank you so much. So helpful. I wish Nightbot could give us more likes also. Meanwhile, Arthur on the chat really wants you, Prad, to take a look at Team stock. It's up around 2%, and it's not low volume. It's about more than 800,000 volume.
Yeah, for sure. So, kind of a low volume. 800,000 is not bad, but, still low volume for a day trader at least. But the stock is up around 2% for today. Got rejected at $420.23. And then finding support in pre-market range. I'm putting pre-market range in quotes because, look, it did almost no trading in pre-market. Is that the 8 o'clock candle? No, that's not the 8 o'clock candle. All right. So 420 getting rejected, coming back through VWAP, and then finding some buyers at 404.78, and then now trading above 408. So not much going on team with the volume, but of course the move is pretty decent of a move. You see almost a $20 move off the open on the stock.
Thank you, Prad.
Smile Direct Club. Let's go look at SDC. SDC failing to, trade in the pre-market range. Now getting rejected by the pre-market bottoms. Looks like around 660. Let's go see what the pivot points are saying about SDC here. SDC 666. Wow, that's a really ominous number. But 666 is the pivot point, not a resistance, not a support. That's a pivot point for the daily using Fibonacci maths on it. So that means the stock could do anything at this point. It could go higher, lower. It could just trade here. Could easily go to the support at 618, which is also near VWAP. VWAP is actually currently near 637 or 629. And it could easily go lower, or it could easily go higher, but I'm gonna not expect it to go higher to $7 because obviously of how it traded in pre-market and how it traded off the open. I would not expect it to go to $7. Even how it traded yesterday or even the day before that, how it would get rejected by $7 every time it would go there. Of course, we traded above $7 for quite a bit yesterday, but the rejection of 7 after 12 o'clock or so was pretty obvious. The stock does not want to trade above 7, at least not with the obvious news supporting it to go trade higher. Of course, I think there's a short squeeze play on it too, so there is that second component of a strategy that's waiting to be played out. MSFT. AMD
Mr.
mooning.
Softy.
All right, let's quickly look at MSFT and AMD right after. SPYs here up almost 0.5% and the QQQ up 0.69%. So market almost went negative for the day, and Miss V's green dress just helped it out. And now we're trading above VWAP for both the markets. So not bad for markets at all. We're turning that red day into a green day, especially yesterday after having that big red day. Markets having a nice little bounce bounce here. So Microsoft following that same suit, almost turned itself into a red day, but now turning itself, now holding that green day position, trading above VWAP, and a little bit of a rejection above, near 297, but finding support at 296.50. So if the market continues to show support and keep going higher, I don't see why Microsoft, wants to do the same. Let's go check AMC. AMC now going towards 39 as we expected it. Beautiful run back towards 39 after that 37.65 support or bounce. I see it could, I see 40 as that price that I want to talk about, but I don't see it happening anytime soon. So let's see what the stock now does near 39 or even VWAP. The VWAP is currently around 39.09, or on this chart we see it at 39.20. So let's see what it does near VWAP or even $39, and then we can see how it trades at 40. But right now as we speak, it is currently at $39. RWLK, let's go look if it's doing something new. RWLK, we did see that rejection off that pivot point, I believe. Actually not a pivot point, off that.
Coming. We are there.
NNVC is now open, but if you can switch over to Neil, he's actually trading it.
I actually had my order out to get some, and I said right off the open. Guys, if you guys can hear me, I did say right off the open, I was going to get my orders out and get half of it out no matter where it opened back up. I was short at 08. It opens up at 523 and then comes screaming to the downside. So unfortunately, I mean, it looks like it's a decent winner because I was short at 508 as an average price. But, to me, risk off in that situation is always going to be the key. If it opens in my favor, I get a winner. But I also limit the downside of the trade. So I'm going to hang on to what ends up being like the last quarter of my position here that works in the money. I might get some out here at 470. I kind of thought that there might be a situation where this did, like I said, halt even longer, maybe end of the day, maybe it didn't, maybe it halted for weeks, but they have opened it back up and volatility is there. It's bounced off of what was support in the pre-market. Although I don't know how much credence I put into that. That's more a liquidity vacuum thing, right? Like it opens up, liquidity vacuum. That's why I just took some out in front of that level. I then look right back to the lower high here. And if it can hold this halt price, when it gets the halt reopen around 530, I do think this should possibly sell off. The key thing being, yes, they're going to release this actual press release, which got leaked in a week. But it could be changed. It could be different. Like it could be updated. So I think the risk off makes a lot of sense because some people were long this overnight. Some people were buying this in the pre-market. Some people might have been long at the top, which I very, very briefly was here today. So that's NNVC. Back open. Looks like we can breathe easy now.
Well, glad that you don't have to hold the stock for longer than we expected. But here we are, NNVC now open back up. Neil, thank you for that explanation. Yes, indeed, Edward, thank you, Neil, for that amazing explanation. Waiting for that news to come out in a week, but of course, anything can change. Here we are. Miss V, what did you trade today?
Tesla. And again, guys, if you missed, I had a few nice long trades on Tesla, and here I'm trying to short it. Actually, it comes to the downside for me, and I'm now in a positive territory. So my plan is to get out at 740.40. Hopefully, do you want to throw, Neil?
Oh my goodness. Okay, so this all just happened pretty quickly because, I'm actually now long into the whatever, man. So it broke the top. I got out, reversed into a long position. I took some shares in the 30s. And then it went into a halt to the upside, volatility halt at 545. This is now a volatility halt. And apologies, I was kind of eating when this happened as well. And so this now halted at 545 as a volatility halt. Standard 5 or 10 minute halt is going to apply here. I did very quickly the reversal that I got in the 30s. I took some out when I was able to get some here on that bid just to trim the position because I had too many shares to the long side. And when I took that reversal, I kind of was thinking jailbreak to 575, the current high of the day, and then forgot about the fact that it would be a volatility halt. So I did trim some right before it did go into that halt. As usual, I mean, my plan of action is always the same. I always want to cover half wherever it opens. So if it opens in front of that low of the day, or so the high of the day, 575, I'll take it out. If it opens at 550, I'll take half out. It doesn't really matter to me. And then we'll see if it does break that high. I thought it was like a risk-off thing, given that the news wasn't corroborated, but clearly the jailbreak could be on an NNVC. 2 seconds before this happened, Sean and I were just saying, much ado about nothing. And then it halted to the upside. It was almost uncanny.
Sean?
I don't have my mic on.
All right, no worries. So we'll just go back to us. All right, so that was a little takeover from the midday show by the morning show host. So we just got hijacked, but thanks to the NNVC moves, you guys got to see what Neil was looking at, what Neil's thought process was, and what's going on with the stock over here. We'll keep an eye on the stock as we're gonna wait for the stock to open up. Well, let's quickly go to Valeriia because I want to pull it up on Imbalance Locator. Let's talk about your stocks. Well, your Tesla trade.
Well, let's go back to Tesla. Yes, guys, again, I'm sitting on Tesla while Sean and Neil were updating you. I'm back to negative territory. Stock went against me, but I'm still holding, and I hope closer to the 1 p.m. it will go down a little bit. Actually, Tesla trades today on around 9 million volume, which is great, and I like Tesla for that reason. It's always a lot of volume in this stock, but usually at this time, any stock is like volume becoming lower and it's getting a bit boring for me, but I'm there. Wish me luck, and of course, guys, quickly remind you to like this video. We are currently at 400 likes. And would be super cool if we can push them to 500. So yes, guys, please, if you enjoy the show, if you like trading with us in midday, support, smash the like, subscribe, and have a beautiful day. Back to you, Prad.
Thank you, Ms. V. Yeah, as you guys can see here, the imbalance side is showing a sell, but it's saying it's going to most likely open at 5. And this might be wrong actually because this is Amex. I'm not sure. You know, I've never used it for Amex halts. So one thing says 375 while the other says 545, and one says buy or sell. But actually only one is updating. So I think the ARCA one is not the right data. So we'll just focus on the NYSE data. So you know, it says 545 in a buy imbalance with not much size. So it could easily just open up where it halted, or it could open up higher. So let's see what the stock wants to do once the halt is done in a few minutes here on NNVC. CRVS on NASDAQ. So let's go CRVS here, up 15%. I remember talking about the stock not too long ago today. You know, we were talking about how the volume was nearly nothing on off the open compared to what we're seeing right now into the lunchtime. You know, this is 12 o'clock. We usually see volume going lower, but we're seeing the complete opposite. We see volume going higher after 11 o'clock, going into 12 o'clock, causing the stock to go higher and higher. Right now, the high a day is, of course, at 738, as you guys can see right here, where it says H, you know, it made a little bit of a retracement back towards $7.10 ish to test it, finding support in that area, and now trying to run back towards the to the day's high, see if we can break out of there. Please keep an eye on NNVC. If anyone can shout it out as soon as it opens, I'm just gonna go through other stocks for people who are calling it out. So DKNG. It's open. NNVC is now open. Let's quickly go back to NNVC. Let's see what the bad boy's doing. It opened nearly exactly 545, but made a run up to 574 maybe, and now trying to see if we can go higher. NNVC. Let's see what it wants to do. The $6, we got to keep an eye on that $6 level. You know, if that breaks, we could easily get another halt to the upside and a more potential upside on NNVC here. Keeping an eye on $6 to see if I can notice any size. I do see some size. It is being tested, so I might want to, you know, try taking a trade here. I'll just throw an order out, see if it'll let me in once the $6 is being tested again on NNVC. Right now, we did see a little bit of a rejection. As you guys can see, the high at day is at $6. We saw some size at $6 be tested, and instantly we made a little bit of a rejection from there. But the stock, with the momentum and the volume, with the eyes on it, it could easily go back to that $6 price and just blast through it to the top side. But of course, you got to be careful. It could very easily wick you into that position, go for a fail breakout above $6, maybe a 3-cent, 4-cent breakout as we saw earlier on ATER, and completely come violently back down through the $6 and trap you on the long. So be ready with your trigger finger and just keep an eye on it. So right now we're going back to that $6. There's still some size there being tested. We're gonna give it another test here maybe for that break. So if you guys remember on AMC that the 3-test, 4-test rule could probably be happening here also. Giddy
Brad,
up indeed, guys.
Can we quickly look at QuantumScape? Stock is up more than 14% today.
Sure.
Thank you.
Actually, we can't right now because the stock is probably going to break out. It just keeps testing $6. Might give that move that we're looking for. But here, if it's not going to go, I'm going to quickly go to QuantumScape. But I'm going to keep an eye on NNVC at the same time. QuantumScape, let's see what is it doing. 27 million shares traded, high of 24. Is it holding VWAP on the way up? So yeah, it made a run up in pre-market and has pretty much held up that range all day. So getting rejected somewhat around 24 and holding every time it goes to 23 and holding above VWAP. So not doing too much over here.
Actually, Sean updating us on news that QuantumScape got a new deal with an automaker.
Yeah,
to pair with Volkswagen.
So NNVC here testing $6 again and getting rejected. That was like 4 times that we've seen the stock getting rejected so far. That could indicate there was a big iceberg seller on the $6 who's not budging, and now I'm kind of seeing size follow the offer down. So maybe that size is going to be established as the top for a little bit longer than I expected, or when that break does initially or eventually happen, it's going to be a bigger break than I was expecting. So either way, there's a couple of trade opportunities for anyone who's ready to pull the trigger. Scalp opportunities before 6, and if it breaks 6, you get out, or you just wait for that $6 break long, or you can wait for that $6 break long, watch for that $6 break to be a fail break, and then come back down and then punch short when it comes back down. So there's a couple strategies for people who are watching. Here's a $6 break. We are going higher. Nope, that was a complete fail break. This is gonna hurt. My screen's just changed. I'm still holding a little bit on the stock here. Let's see if it wants to go higher. Looks like it does not want to. So that's going to be my out. So stock was a fail break. We got a 16-cent break and an instant flush back under. So there goes NNVC. We could very easily go back again through $6. But for right now, as we're speaking, NNVC does not want to trade above $6. That was a pretty big yikes of a fail break as the kids would like to call it. And now I'm going to expect the stock to go back lower to $5.45 where the initial halt happened. I don't know why I didn't cross and get short. I'm not even sure if we have shorts. Let me just test that real quick. We do not have shorts, so we have to pay for it. So that's probably why I didn't do it. Maybe I'm just going to pay for shorts. I'm going to decide what the stock wants to do and decide if I want to pay for some shorts on the stock today.
Oh, wow.
QS. Let's go see what QuantumScape is doing. What? I can't type today. There we go. Thank you, QS. Let's go look at QS. So once again, QS trying to trade above 24, but we saw that fail break above 24 of 10 cents and then coming back down. So 24 might be the top today on QS with 14.5% high. Can I check SPCE? Sure. Virgin Galactic. SPCE, 4 million shares traded, not much. Barcoding around VWAP, just going sideways. Still up 2% for the day, so not bad. But we are near all-time lows, if I'm right. Let me just make sure about that. No, we're not. There's no way we're not all-time lows. This chart just made me believe that we were. SPCE, finding support today around $24.80. So as you guys can see, $24.80 once, twice, 3 times, and then getting rejected by $25.50. So we did trade above $25.50 by 7 cents, but not much. Failing VWAP over here, but now breaking above VWAP over here. So not sure what SPC wants to do. This looks like a lot of just sideways trading. A whole lot of nothing in my opinion. But one news article regarding how they're gonna approve SPCE's flights again is gonna change everything for the stock. CRVS going to that $8 now, breaking out of that pivot point, which I said was around what, 726, and then I said 807. So here we are, 807 to the dot, right? Getting rejected from that 807. We got that fail breakout of $8 for 7 cents, and I said 807 earlier. We hit that exact 807 mark, and coming back lower here. I'm gonna expect the stock to find support at 760 or even 740 before it finds support at 726. So watch for that move back down for CRVS.
Hey Prad, actually I just noticed something. Does this Tesla pattern looks like head and shoulders to you? Or it should be right on VWAP?
Head and shoulders does not have to be VWAP. It can be anywhere, but it looks like a little bit too much noise there to be a head and shoulders, but honestly it's all subjective. If you believe that's a head and shoulders, and if you have a proven track record of making that trade and winning, then you should always go for it. According to me, that would not be a head and shoulders, but to somebody else it could be. So I could be wrong, I could be right. That's why I don't like using those subjective patterns. Mara, for sure. Let's look at Mara. So these are your cryptocurrency stocks, Mara, Riot. These were also on our watch list today. Mara, Riot, BTBT. Let's quickly look at what BTC USD is doing. In case you guys are not subscribed to our watch list, which is daily updated, but thanks to Brandon and Miss V over here, be sure to go sign up on our website and get that watch list, because it saves me a ton of time. I'm a lazy person. I come into work pretty late, and I'm able to just sit there and just read this watch list curated by Brandon and Miss V. So if you guys are like me and are lazy, that's a great free resource for you guys. Bitcoin USD today trading around $43,000, $42,893 right now, down about 0.3%, and it's reflecting in MARA. Mara currently trading at about 33.57, above VWAP though, so not bad, finding support at 32.40, but still down 1% for the day. Let's go look at Mara's pivot points, but I'm just gonna be honest with you. These cryptocurrencies, they don't care about pivot points, cryptocurrency coins, because they will move when crypto moves. So I could give you a pivot point, which is currently where the stock is, which is what is it, 33.56, is the pivot point, which support at 32.72, and resistance at 34.70. But crypto could get a volume out of nowhere. The Winklevi brothers could instantly just dump or buy a ton of coins that could just make the market move. So Mara will these pivot points, I don't like using them on these kind of stocks. NNVC is about to break 6. Let's look at it one more time. NMVC, failing to do to that and come back down here after that breakout of 6. So I did expect it to go to 545, but we did find some support or a little bit of a retracement back to the top side after testing 570 or 575. So let's see if we can get another push to 6 and then break out from 6 up here. Thanks, Prad. No problem. BKYI. BKYI is kicking. BKYI. I need to say it 15 times so I can type it right. Okay, BKYI on Nasdaq still up about 10%, but you know, coming down through VWAP here and trying to find support in pre-market ranges. So actually, no, that's wrong. This is actually off the open range, but this is still pre-market bottom. So pre-market bottom being around 315, the stock is around 333. So let's see what it does here. Around 315/333. Hopefully it's able to continue finding buyers so we can make that push back up towards VWAP and trade above VWAP. But from what I see, you know, we broke out of a trend. If you were able to draw lines this way and another one this way, you would see how it broke out of that trend line exactly around 1131 at the price point being 370. So it broke down out of that trend, causing that down move. And now it looks like, look at that candle. It looks like it wants to go lower and test that lower day at 315, which was established at like 8 o'clock or so. Valeriia, you want to teach me what the lunch is today?
Absolutely. So it's a chicken cordon bleu. How you pronounce this?
I gotta look at the picture. Thank you, Sean, for sharing the picture.
Yeah.
What is this? Let's show it to the chat, and then maybe chat can help us pronounce it.
Is this?
Yeah.
Same?
Yeah.
Perfect. So anyways, again, Prad, like catering we have here doesn't want you to learn Russian because every day we have chicken. Anyways, it's gonna be куриный roulette.
Kurini roulette.
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 Куриный roulette.
What is roulette?
Roulette, it's like spin.
Oh, okay. So it's like the cinnamon bun is usually like a roulette or whatever.
Kind of, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. A roulette is anything circular.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
I'm
Hope
just-
Russian don't watch it.
Is this a roulette is anything circular like?
Well, yes. Anything like this is roulette.
Okay. So
But cinnamon bun is not even roulette.
of course this probably has a different name.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Krulini roulette.
Куриный roulette.
Krulini roulette.
Great
Okay.
job.
Not bad.
Do you have куриный roulette in
There's no
India?
way there's a
Okay.
word
I
for
knew
this
you
in
gonna-
Indian language. There's absolutely no way. NMVC got halted again. All right, let's go quickly look at it. Thank you for the shout out. So we got that $6 breakout, and now let me see if I can actually. No, I don't want to punch because it's gonna open exactly where it halts. So I'm just gonna wait for it to open, and I'll go off of that. So there we are. The stock, let me pull up the imbalance locator while we're talking about it. 689 was the halt, as you guys can see, and the auction price at 689. That means most likely it's gonna open up exactly where it halted. But of course, with the momentum, with the volume, with the eyes on it, with the news and everything behind it, it could go higher. It could open exactly where it opened and just run up higher, or it could open exactly where halted and then just immediately go back lower. So anything is possible. Be very careful. Finger on the trigger. Be ready to punch in and out of your position. The stock is very volatile right now, up 81% on the day after opening up at 11 or even 12:04 is when it actually opened. So
Finger on a trigger.
Finger on
I
the trigger.
like it. Just quick update of my Tesla trade. Well, guys, super slow, super boring. Anyways, I'm holding because I can see a down trade in here. So let's see if it hits the area I want for it to get out of my short position. If you're on Tesla right now, write it in the comments.
Yeah, market kind of coming back down here. So hopefully your Tesla short pays off and it comes back lower. But maybe market bounces off of VWAP, which is currently around 367. And when I'm talking about market, I'm talking about the QQQs right now. In terms of the SPYs also kind of doing the similar thing, trying to come back lower, test VWAP. But, SPYs are not too far above VWAP compared to the QQQs, which is like almost they're on their way down here as we speak. So QQQ up about 0.6% almost, and SPYs up about 0.5%. INDI, no need for trigger with RBOT. What is RBOT? RB, I typed in NQ. Let's go look at RBOT. RBOT over here trading about 1 million shares traded. If you guys felt that vibration, my bad. That was probably my phone. Let me just put it on silent. Hopefully that didn't transfer over to the mic.
I haven't heard anything.
Sometimes if it vibrates on the table, the mic will pick it up because of the mic stand. So hopefully that didn't come through. Anyways, it's just a vibration. RBOT, low volume, but the spikes on it, the volume spikes on it is causing it to go higher and higher every time. So that $13 break off the open, that $14 break around here with volume, and now the $15 break maybe with not enough volume as the $14 break happened. So we could see a top out here at 20% up for the day, or it could very easily have another volume spike and start going higher and higher. I didn't hear anything good. All right, perfect. Let's go to NNVC, see if it opened. I'm gonna guess there's still a minute or two for it to open. Let's see what the imbalance locator is saying.
People also say that Uber going nuts.
Uber, okay. Yeah, NNVC is still around 689 on the imbalance locator with the buy side imbalance. Let's go see what Uber is doing. Uber is going nuts. Apparently, people are calling it out. So yeah, you're not wrong. Uber up 12%, not bad at all. Going higher. We had some news on Uber today, causing it to go higher. Apparently it's going to be the first time that they're going to be green. Let me just read out the news for you guys. So said it could post its first profit on adjusted bias in the current quarter. The company CFO said after market yesterday with positive adjusted EBITDA in July, August. We believe Uber is now on track for Q3. For break even in Q3 and for prior. So, good news for if the company is going to break even, especially with a lot of battles that they had previously with California, with laws and everything. And now they're on track to break even, hopefully on track to start making money. I actually have to use Uber on my way home every day because of where I live in the boonies, where buses come like every 3 hours. So, I'm just positive on Uber. Sadly, I'm not as positive on Lyft because I don't use Lyft as much compared to Uber. So it was really weird to see Uber just get beat down. But if I had that type of mentality, I should have probably just invested in it. So I'm the loser here once again, watching the stock go up higher and higher and higher. Now currently up almost 11.5%. The high a day as 44.61. Let's go see if we can see any pivot points here. NMVC open, so let's go look at that. Thank you, Sean. NMVC has opened exactly where it halted, I believe, and now going higher, trading above $7. Let's see if that momentum is going to keep carrying it above $7 and maybe test $8 very soon. NMVC, wow, look at that. It's above 750 now, 778, 760. Let's go look at it on the dailies. What do we see on the daily here? Look at that big wick. I can see the stock going easily to $10, guys. With this kind of momentum and going on, we can see the stock halt all the way up to $10. It is just going crazy. This is get this money indeed, but it's also taking money. It is doing a whole lot of action. Look at this move. Let's see if 7 is going to be held up on the bids. I'm just going to take a sip of water while we watch this real quick. So we came pretty close to 7 there, and we tried to hold it, and we ended up succeeding in doing so. So let's see if the buying prints are gonna continue. Oh, so 7 failed this time. Oh, look at the whipsaw near 7. So just keep an eye out on the prints. Look at what the stock wants to do, and if the buyers or sellers are in power. NMVC absolutely going crazy. I hope you guys are minting on this stock today. It's not going down until the next halt. All right. I kind of, see the logic behind it. The fact that the stock is, testing the halt price and bouncing off of it is a very good thing. So even though we kind of broke $7, not a big problem because the halt price is $6.89, I believe. I believe it was 689. Let me just pull up the locator to quote it. Yeah, 689. It was the halt price. So if it's holding up the halt price on the way down, it just means more move to the top side. So that would be your out if you're long on this stock anywhere around $7. Don't chase. That is a very good point. Never worth chasing your entry. 4.2% short, not a lot, but somebody is scared. On NNVC, okay, thank you, Tyrone, for the short intro numbers there. So NNVC, Tyrone is letting you guys know that it's a 4.2% short interest rate. NNVC, they have earnings today also? Really? NNVC. I'm just gonna double check on the earnings date. I don't see that, so I'm not sure if Valeriia can help me on that. Thank you, Valeriia. Chase. Let's go see AMC while we're waiting for things to realize what they want to do. So AMC here going up to VWAP, a little bit of breakup above 39. So we went up to 39.20 where VWAP currently was and getting rejected. So let's see if we can hold 38 on the way down. If not, then we can easily expect another swing down towards 37.65, which we're found the bounce off of. After market according to Thinkorswim. Okay, well, I'm not seeing estimated not confirmed by the company. Yeah, exactly. Usually I see it on my board here. If it was earnings, I don't see it, so I'm not gonna reiterate it. But people are saying that it is according to Thinkorswim, and then other people are calling it out that it's estimated, not confirmed. So be careful if you're playing based on the earnings news, because clearly there is some misconception or confusion around this date. But just going off of the halt news, the stock is absolutely going crazy. What are your VWAP settings? Our VWAP settings are just based off of the coding into the platform. I can't change it, so it's just whatever the actual formula for VWAP is. So if you just Google the actual formula in VWAP, pretty sure Neil covered this in a video in our educational content. So if you watch the educational content, you'll see a video about VWAP and how Sean, Neil, Brandon, I myself all use that indicator, and the formula behind it is also talked about. So you can either watch that or just Google the formula that is being used. NMVC, man, finding support every time it goes near $7 is actually a great thing. So almost up 100% on the day after opening up off the halt. So just going crazy. Thank you, Valeriia, for the VWAP video. Guys, Miss V really hooking you guys up here, not even allowing you guys to Google or type anything, just making you guys, giving you guys a nice little link to click on. So she just posted a link in the chat for two questions. One, the VWAP question explained, and two, what platform are we using? So feel free to click on those links, and to show her love and support for her hard work, smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, click on the notification bells so you guys get notified about the educational content being posted every day. After 4 o'clock, we get the trade of the day, and we have educational content even on weekends. So notification bell will let you know when those drops, and the like button shows us that you guys love us. So be sure to do that.
That's right.
That's right. NMVC here, struggling to go higher above 8, but holding 7. So let's see if that $8 push comes in eventually. I just going off of technicals, just purely going off of technicals. Look at this candle over here, established on the 2nd of March. Look at what the high of that candle was, around 950, 960. I'm gonna expect the stock to go somewhere near that if the volume keeps continuing to do what it's doing right now. So 950, 960 is a short place where you could think about getting short maybe $10. But anywhere before that, I would be pretty scared to short the stock, unless, of course, you see the weakness when it comes back through levels, when it comes back through the halt levels or so on, is where you can see weakness coming in and punch out. And NVC has been 841.52 week high. So there you go. There's another number that's being thrown out by someone who always supports us with the super chat. So thank you with the super chat loves, Dominique. We always love you for that. Long time supporter. What was it again? 841 was the number. BBIG penetrating bottoms. Not a good sign for BBIG here. Going lower looks like. Let's see what the pivot points was we were looking at. 643. So we are currently at 643 right now. We made a low at 640, but made run back to 643. If we can hold 643 here, I can see the stock going to 661, and then failing 661 or breaking 661 to go test 680. And I'm saying 661 because in this range that we see, 661 is where most of the volume was traded. And let me just quickly zoom in to see what kind of volume it was. It was more selling than buying at 661. In this range. So there you go. We see the bounce above 643, or that pivot support being held up, making that run back towards the volume point of control point, which was 663, 661. Let's see what the stock does in that range. And then if it can break up above 670, we can get that move up to the next resistance point, which is 680.
Hey, Prad, talking back about NNVC earnings, I checked a few sources. I don't have information in there, but according to earnings whispers, it's on October 1st on Friday, but I believe it's not confirmed. So let's see.
Yeah, I believe that's the idea right now behind NNVC earnings. A lot of websites are maybe saying today, and some websites are saying not confirmed, and some websites are saying not today at all. So like I said, just be careful if you're playing the earnings play on this stock. For now, just focus on the current data that we have, which is the news play, and just the pure volume of the stock and where the stock is trading, the price action, to say less words. HLBZ, so still up 130%, but as I showed you guys on my analysis of what happened near 42, you guys saw it got rejected multiple times near 42, which caused it that fail. And the 41 rejection is actually what I was talking about. Yeah, we got a little bit of a breakout about 41, but once it showed you that weakness and rejection and trading under 41 would have been that sign to go short. But obviously, just reiterating what I said earlier, which was HLBZ, the shorts were not easy to find. So I don't know how easily it could have been to take that trade. Smash that like button, mid-market fam. Thank you, Brent, for showing all the love and support.
Destroy the like button, guys. We actually broke 538 likes, and we still have more than 1,600 viewers. We appreciate each of you. Thank you for staying with us. I hope you enjoy the show, and just make sure you like this video. It literally takes less than a second to like it. Like, again, it takes to Prad 4 hours in total to get in here, guys, just to see it and trade with us. So support and support me also. Likes are very important to me, and I don't want to get fired because we don't get likes. So support.
Yeah, thank you, Valeriia, for that. So I was just going through a quick statistics over here as to who the top chatter today is. And the top chatter today, number 1, Brian James. Number 2, Tyrone Biggums. And number 3, of course, the beautiful Miss V.
Really?
Miss V, you're getting beat by Tyrone Biggums and Brian James.
Well, those are my 2 good friends. I feel safe when they're on the chat. Sometimes they have interesting jokes. But guys, thank you very much for being active on the chat. And we also broke 600 likes. Thank you. We appreciate it a lot. And shout out to Edward Al for super chat. If you're making money off the information here, show some love. Off the information. Anyways, show some love, guys. We love you. So hit the like and let's go.
Yeah, guys, we love all the love and support you guys show us in the chat and the like buttons and everything. So thank you. Can't be said enough. Let's quickly talk about what's moving before we have to head out. We believe we only have about 17 minutes left here on our show today, sadly. So let's go to HLBZ. No, let's go to NNVC. NNVC on Amex. NNVC now coming back through 7, but let's see what it does near the haul price, which was 689. If it breaks through 689, maybe the short is in play. If it holds 689 and starts sideways trading for a little bit, we could see that another leg up back towards $8. And I believe there was somewhere around $8 where the previous 52-week high was. The 52-week high was... I'm looking at BBIG and I'm wondering why I see $12. Ha. Okay, so 52 high was 871. MRIN ARQQ. ARQQ is indeed being shouted out multiple times. So let's quickly go look at ARQQ. Not doing a whole lot. Look at the volume, the lack of volume since open. We've got the biggest volume candle here, which pushed it to 31, but that's like barely any shares. So really, we got rejected off 30. We got rejected off VWAP. But higher highs and higher lows towards VWAP allowed it to now trade above 28. We're going to test 29. Let's see how the stock does near 29. If it's able to break out above 29, we're going to probably go to 30. And then my guess is get rejected off 30 again. But if volume shows itself, we could then get that breakout above 30 to go higher and higher. But ARQQ not doing much for now. Just sideways for the rest of the day, looks like. What's for lunch? It is krylini sprilishki.
No, куриные крылышки is chicken wings. It's куриный roulette.
Kurini roulette. There you go.
Great
Roulette.
job.
Roulette, spin, kurini roulette, spiral. Got it.
You're learning fast.
Got it.
Got it.
Is roulette called a roulette?
Roulette. It can be meat roulette.
Okay.
Any roulette.
Okay. Russian roulette?
Well, Russian roulette, it's a little bit different thing, right?
You know what Russian roulette is? Okay.
It's like you put like...
Yeah.
Of course I know I'm Russian. But actually, I don't know why it's called Russian roulette. Roulette or whatever.
Yeah, I have no idea why it's called Russian roulette. Do you guys buy lunch or the firm buys it? Yeah, the firm buys it for us. We get nice catering lunches delivered to us every day.
Unlimited supply of chicken they have, and they decided to feed it all to us. So if our catering company watches us, maybe they will know.
Valeriia, they're gonna spit in our food.
All right, we love
Valeriia,
you.
they're gonna spit in our food.
This is the best chicken in the world I ever tried. So
exactly.
guys, keep
there
doing what
you go,
you do.
Valeriia. No, she's not wrong, guys. We get chicken every day. It's either chicken or fish. Chicken, fish.
Even not fish. Like if you guys really watch us every day, you can like see that
Yeah.
every day I teach
How
Prad
many times am I
kuritsa.
saying krylini every day?
Right, that's what I
Right?
say. We need kind of like bring
No,
us
but
something
you know
new.
what? I love chicken. Protein is good. You want steak dinners, Valeriia?
Well, would be nice, of course. But I mean,
Valeriia
like,
living fancy over here. Off-white shoes
Some
and steak
lobster.
lunches.
some lobster.
I like it. You guys on a fighter diet? No, that's just Miss V over here because she thinks she needs to get skinnier for some reason.
Yeah.
I made nuggets. Hey, chicken nuggies are the way to go, boys. Chicken nuggies all day. Let's go look at NNVC doing anything. NNVC, like I said, that's 680, right? 689. Look at that. Went to the haul price, find support, went back right up to the above 7 prices. Don't go there. What did I do? Did I say chicken nuggies? Is that what I did? Anyways, NNVC Oh, don't go there. I know what I did, Tyrone. You're 100% right. Yeah. Never talk about that with women. Yes, you're 100% right. That is a mistake on my part.
What?
Don't worry about it. Tyrone's got my back. I know what Tyrone said. Yeah, exactly. Anyways, let's see what NNVC wants to do here. If it gives it that $8 break, if it holds that 689 like it did another time, we saw it hold twice so far after the halt, so maybe it holds it again. NNVC is a champ indeed, day trading mom. Let's go look at what our favorite tech giants are doing. So Tesla's already been covered a little bit by the Q Valeriia today. Let's go look at what Apple is doing. Apple is almost up 1%. Following suit with the market to, for a good reason, because QQQs, Apple being the biggest weight of QQQs, it's gonna most likely do what the market is doing most of the time. So here we are now trading above VWAP, finding support at 144. So that dip buy opportunity from yesterday's sell-off was a great spot for anyone who was looking for it. In my mind, I'm still waiting for that 130 price. So hopefully that happens. For myself, so it gives me that opportunity near 135, 130 or so. I'm still waiting for a little bit more downside before I start investing into Apple. But here we are, gave you that good dip buy opportunity yesterday. So what did we hit yesterday? Around 141.20, and today we went to 142.80 and bounced off of that. It looks like 141.40 is the low that we hit today. Is that right? 141.40 is not the low we hit today, so I don't know why that says that. That's pretty sure a dark candle maybe that I can't see that makes it show that low over there. 10 more minutes. Anything, Valeriia, that you want to talk about?
Well, Brad, I'm just sleeping on Tesla. It doesn't do anything great. I believe it went against me for a bit. Now it's back to the downside. Hopefully volume will come to the market and will move any directions, because I just this static kills me. Well, wow. Super chat alert from Russell Jackson, our good friend. Again, guys, I remind you that Dress and Wearing sponsored by Russell. And here, $50 super chat. Russell says, remember, the only thing you need is bacon. Yeah, bacon would be really nice, actually.
I love bacon.
Me too. Russell,
but
we
bacon's
love
so
you
bad for
and
you.
Bacon. Well, yeah, I wouldn't recommend it bacon on a diet, only if it's bacon diet.
I like bacon diet.
Yeah.
I'll do a bacon diet any day.
Let's go.
Have you seen how big I am? Oh, bacon diet all day, baby.
And you're telling me that
Please.
I'm complaining about my weight?
Woman,
okay, we just
please.
don't talk about weight
yeah,
no more.
let's not go there,
Russell,
woman.
Thank you for your generosity.
Yes.
I know it's already night in Australia, so I hope you're going to have sweet dreams.
We're going to buy a lot of bacon with that. Thank you for that super chat. We love you, Russell.
Right.
Valeriia, we need the meow again. All right, let's go to Valeria's face so you guys can get a full-blown meow. Wow, that was pretty good. Wow.
Thank you. You make me blush.
That was pretty good. Hello? Is there a cat here somewhere?
No, I haven't seen.
I'm pretty sure even the viewers are checking under their desk now. That was a pretty good meow there.
Thank you. I'm practicing every day in here.
Bacon wrapped shrimp. Ooh.
Excuse me?
Not a
what?
fish guy or seafood guy, but Valeriia, let's go.
Oh, it's a little camera was on me. Sorry, it was some real emotions. I'm out of Tesla, out of my short position. I was patient and waiting for long, and here it paid me back. So, guys, thank you everyone who was supporting me on Tesla. Back to you, Brad.
So, Valeriia, look at the market. Market gave you a gift right there. That failure of 367.5 to hold on the retracement, and the rejection of 368 right here is what I'm looking up top, but I can just show you on the chart because I forgot I pulled it up for you guys. So the rejection of 368 on the bounce, and the failure of holding 365, 367.50 gave it that move down here towards VWAP, and now below VWAP is where where QQQs want to trade. So we were up about 0.6%, instantly turning it down, cutting it by half, and now we're only up about 0.3%. SPY's doing somewhat similar, going below VWAP here, and market might want to, find support here before it wants to turn the day negative, giving that beautiful flush down on Tesla for Valeriia to get out in the money. Money. Let's go to Sean for that emo. Yeah, do it.
I did it. I just did it.
But it doesn't show when you're not on. There you go.
Money.
There you go.
I love it.
That's my favorite emote. I might just have to steal that one from Sean and change his face to mine and just use it instead and hope that he doesn't mind. Here, let's look at NNVC before we have to call it for you guys. Let's see if NNVC is giving any more excitement for us over here. It looks like 750 rejection after testing that halt price at 689. Coming back lower here. Let's see if 689 can be held up again and give it another boost. But of course, keep in mind. Actually, no, I'm wrong. Lunchtime is almost done. Volume should be picking back up, and if volume picks back up, that would be that would give it another move up towards $8 and give it that break above 8. Miss V's meow should be a ringtone. I'd go crazy if it was. I'd be looking for cats all around my house if that was a ringtone. Actually, no, I wouldn't. Who calls me? No one calls me. Why would I look around? Why would I look around for my phone?
But also you can use it as your alarm.
My alarm is something really obnoxious, so it wakes me up.
Okay.
It's a really loud fire alarm.
I watched like a fun meme video on Instagram, like, when Android alarm rings and like people nicely dance, and then like hardcore Apple ringtone starts. And guys, right, if you know what I'm talking about.
Is that the one?
No,
is that the Apple one?
It's like the old one.
Oh, okay. See, this is how much I know about Apple. I know nothing. You know nothing, Jon Snow. That was my reference today. I always throw some references out for you guys. Today was a little Game of Thrones reference for you guys. Calling means something is wrong. Ooh, calling is for boomers.
That's on point. Does your Uber driver and delivery calls you?
No.
No, really?
No. Why would my Uber driver call me? It would just.
They always call me like I'm 1 second late. They already like started to giving me like 5 calls. Where are you?
That's because you take Uber in Toronto. The Toronto Uber drivers are all mean and they just hate people because of course people in Toronto are not nice. But in Brampton, we're so nice to people that Uber drivers just love us.
You're pretty nice.
I'm joking.
Thank you for calling me and Toronto people mean.
I want to live in Toronto. I'm just making fun of Toronto, but I want to move out of Brampton as soon as possible. I hate having to travel 2 hours one way. I hate having nowhere close to anything to eat in my house. Like if the closest fast food to my house is 30 minutes by a bus, and nope, I'm not doing that. So NNVC, as you guys just saw here live while I was talking about my bus travel lifestyle, we saw it run all the way up to 786 and instantly flush back to 7. So that was a big violent sell order that probably took place all the way up top there. Now I want to really see what happens at 689 and if that breaks, because that was a big sell that just marketed all the way up top there. Prad lives in Oak Island. No, I did not.
I saw a few times in the chat today, livestock is now up around 12%. So can we take a look at
Yeah, for sure. Life on
you.
NASDAQ, about 5 million shares traded. It says 86%. Ignore that. There you go. The number just updated. 12% up for the day. Holding VWAP after trading off the open. Of course, it made a little bit off a dip off of after failing VWAP and finding support in pre-market range, but then went back immediately, whipsawed or elastic banded back to whip or VWAP and held it, and now now trading above it. So, you know, currently up 12%. Volume now picking back up, giving it that push above 1150. So let's see if that's going to continue to taking the stock higher and higher. What are you laughing about?
Sorry, someone saying if Prad living in a tree in the wood. Have you seen this? Sorry, Prad.
Prad living in the tree in a wood. Man, I've never had a tree house. I wish I had a tree house.
I could see this.
We love this meow show. Yeah, you know what? We can just have Valeriia speak in cat language the whole time.
Yeah, I'm trying to attract cat traders so we have more likes.
You guys need a BlackBerry phone like Arun. Where funny enough, Arun's gonna have to move away from a BlackBerry phone onto a better, higher tier mobile like Android. So let's see what he decides. Maybe he goes to Android. Maybe he goes to Apple, or maybe he decides to, like, I don't know, go Huawei and give China all the data. So we'll see what he decides on his mobile plan. Am I from B-Town? Indeed. Boy, B-Town represent. Actually, funny fact, everybody on the show except for Valeriia is from Brampton. At one point or the other, Brandon, Neil, Sean, and myself, we're all B-Town boys. At one point in our life, we were all in Brampton. And, you know, I think Brandon moved out. Sean moved out. Neil is still there. I'm still there. Hopefully not for long enough, because I am tired of Brampton. I'm tired of smelling curry everywhere I go. I want to smell burgers, so I want to move out of there.
Yeah, only Russian can handle Brampton,
Yeah.
guys. Is it Randy's voice?
Randy is here indeed. Randy, if you want to come give a cameo, Miss V is waiting for you over here. Guys, there is a minute left. I'm just going to quickly go to NNVC while Mr. Randy comes up for his cameo. As I said, you know, we saw that big market sell order take place all the way up top here, which caused the move down towards $7. Now 7 is being held up, but I want to see how 689 holds up. If 7 holds up and 689 holds up, we can in my English is second language, obviously. It holds up properly. We could get that another push up with volume back to the top. So keep an eye on those levels. But for now, this will be the end of the day for us. Miss V, let's pull your face up. There you are. Is Randy coming?
No, he's ignoring on us.
I guess Randy's not going to show up for you guys today.
Sadly.
Are you going to give a cameo?
But guys, come for 3:00 p.m. Eastern Time show, because in the end, there are high chances that Randy will ring the bell for you.
That's true.
We love you. I think it was a great show and day. Thank you for spending it with us. Have a wonderful rest of the day. Come back at 3:00 p.m. Eastern Time. Prad?
Yeah.
Signing out.
11 a.m. tomorrow, same place, same time. You'll see me and the beautiful Miss V. That kind of rhymed. I feel like a rapper now. So on that note, adios, peace out. High five, Miss V.
Ciao. Bye.